Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night, brothers and sisters. And I just want to say, welcome to this wonderful constituency of St. George. And I give a special welcome to those candidates in Zone 4. Brother Wilmot Daniel, Sister Sean Nicholas, and Brother Cliffin Roberts. Brothers and sisters, you are in the best constituency in Antigua and Barbuda. You see, when you come up in St. George's and you feel that wonderful sea breeze, you have to put on your sweater. But that is what makes the people of this constituency such a pleasant set of people, a gentle set of people, kind set of people, a loving set of people. Because we have pure sea breezes coming on us every day. Brothers, yes. Brothers and sisters, I'm very happy to see the turnout here this evening. Because, you know, some people say they're going to march. And tonight I went on Facebook. And one of my Facebook friends say, well, make them march now. This is the month of March. So they have plenty marching to do. And they say, if the UPP squatting, then all the candidates from the Labour Party who in Parliament are them squatting too. But as Nimble said, you have squatters' rights. And until the Prime Minister decides to take the date of the election out of his back pocket and bring it in front, they just have to wait. They say they're winning. They're winning all the seats. What they're anxious for? Just wait for the election for call. But brothers and sisters, you know, I just want to share with you, because when I decided back in 2003 that I would donate, I would give the people of this community 15 years of my life, I said to you, I am your humble servant. I am your mediator. I am your facilitator. Call on me at any time. And you, the people of this community, you decided that you would give me not one term, not 2 terms, but you're going to give me the 3rd term. Because, you know, I sometimes hear the Prime Minister say he has a love affair with the people of the Grace Green community. But in St. George's, we have a love affair as well. And the people of this community know that they have a genuine representative who looks out for the interests of the people of this community. And when I promise the people of this community that I will help them to do X, Y, and Z, they know they can call on me at any time. Because that is what a good representative is there for. Brothers and sisters, I'm not one for boasting. I am not one for touting my achievements and accomplishments, but I just want to share for those who might forget or those who pretend and who like to go around and say, Jacqui no do nothing for the community. I want to share with you. So allow me to be just a little bit immodest tonight. And I start with the first thing that we did when I was elected in 2004. Working with APUA, we ripped up all of the rusty pipes in New Winthrop's village. They were getting brown, dirty water. And we decided we're going to rip up the pipes and put in new modern pipes so that the people of New Winthrops can have potable water. Number 2, we decided that we're going to fence the New Winthrops, Potters, and Powell's fields. Fencing of this school. 10 years ago, this school was a thoroughfare. When my father was the principal at this school, Mr. Royer was the principal, it was a thoroughfare. We got the Board of Education to fence this facility, making sure that the children of this community are safe and secure, keeping out goats, keeping out animals, keeping out people who would want to trespass on school property. And we also put a guard desk here. We employed security guards so that this school can have some stature. When you come here in the day, you have to meet the security guard at the gate. We put all of that in place so that our precious children in this community can be safe and secure. Thirdly, all of the schools in this community now have the school meals program. Back in 2005, when the school meals program started, we put a center right here in New Winthrop's village so that the children of New Winthrop's can have, and Barnes Hill of course, can have a hot, nutritious meal. Then in 2007, we added pigots. I went out and got corporate sponsorship so that pigots could be added to the school meals program. And then in 2014, we added potters. And you know, my colleague said to me, is only you and the Prime Minister have all your schools in your constituency with the school meals program. So St. George's people, let me hear you. And what we have done, we made sure that the people who work in these centers, in Potters, in Pigots, in New Winthrops, they are from the communities. So we are empowering people to get jobs, teaching them to fish rather than begging for a fish. Then, of course, the upgrading and leveling of the New Winthrops cricket and football field. Now, brothers and sisters, the only reason why you are here tonight at New Winthrop School is because we are doing some massive work down at the field in New Winthrop's village. When you pass through that village, you see the work that we have done. The cricketers and the footballers used to have difficulty because that field was very lumpy, very wavy. We upgraded that field, so it is going to become one of the first-class cricket and football fields in this country. And I want to give kudos to Desmond Charles, Randolph Gage, Dane Gustav Small. I know they're here tonight. Gary Matthew, Greg Skeppel, who is doing the fine-tuning of that field. And of course, all those people at Public Works who toil to make sure that that field is brought up to a pristine level. Our athletes, our cricketers and footballers will have that pride of place when that is completed. Fifthly, brothers and sisters, never before has there been such phenomenal road work in this community. Not under Prince, not under my cousin Freeland, God rest his soul, have we had the kind of road work in this community. We now have a highway running from the airport in Powell's right down to the western side of the country, brothers and sisters. Before, it was just a path. You can't even say a path. A path, that's what it was. Many of the roads in this community, for decades, the people of this community suffered with bad roads. No, I am not saying that we have perfect roads. We have a lot of bad roads still that we need to get fixed. But never before have we seen the level of road improvement in this community. Then we talk about jobs. Scores of jobs for our young men and women have been facilitated by your representative, leading to the empowerment of the people of this community. Scores of lands made available to persons desirous of owning a piece of the rock. Just 2 weeks ago, we were able to allocate 5 parcels of land to young people who want to put a roof over their heads and who want to step out on their own. And many, many more to come. Over the decade, we can look around. So many people come up to me. Thank you, Jacqui, for facilitating that piece of land in this area. I am now laying my foundation. I'm now ready to go forward. I'm going to get married, or I got married at such and such a time, and I'm moving in. And plenty of them I say, I come in for my dinner. I come in for some breakfast. I come in for some supper. And that makes me feel good as a representative, because I believe that as a representative, we are here to help people to achieve their goals and ambitions. And that is what I've been doing for the last decade, and I will continue to do when you elect me as your representative. My sponsorship and involvement in sports and the arts will continue, because I believe that in this community, Potters, New Winthrops, Pigots, Barnes Hill, Carlisle, Powell's, Herbert's, Painters, we have some of the most talented people in this community. And for the last decade, every carnival, I have sponsored all of the Soca Monarch finalists, the Calypso finalists, to the tune of $1,000 apiece. And I will continue to do so as long as we have talented people in this community. Your representative will be here for you. I don't talk about it, I keep it quiet. But I believe that when you see talent, you must encourage talent, and St. George's is full of talent. As you can see, we have converted the upstairs, the nurses' quarters of the clinic, into a community center and a sewing center. And what we are doing, we are engaging the young people from the community to operate, teach in, and secure the center. This center is for the empowerment of the young people, middle-aged, senior citizens of this community. And we ask, all we ask is that you protect it. You protect it from thieves and vandals, brothers and sisters. We have a lot of positive young people, a lot of positive young people in this community. Those young men who every night they hang out and play dominoes and play their music and so on. These are positive young people who are 100% behind me. And you know, they give me a little message. Just know they had to send back some people. They say only Jacqui can park in here. And they give me a little message. Ivor, what is the message? They say, nobody else can come in Barnes Hill and New Winthrops and ask them for vote for them. Because the young people on the block, they're 110% behind Jacqui Quinn. Because guess what? They know they can count on me. They know they can, Sancho, behave yourself. They know they can count on me. I'm there for them. Brothers and sisters, very early in my tenure, we decided we're going to put floodlights on all of the fields in this community. We started with New Winthrops and Potters and Powell's. And I want to say to the Pigots people, because Pigots has a very vibrant sporting community, we're going to get to Pigots. We already acquired the poles for Pigots. We already got the sponsorship, Asha. We already got the sponsorship for the floodlights for Pigots. So Pigots, take it easy. We're coming soon. Now, I want to come to a very ticklish and very sensitive subject, our community clinic. And for a very long time, too long, we have been without our community clinic. Our senior citizens, our nursing and pregnant mothers have had to go to Clare Hall for clinic service. But brothers and sisters, tonight, I feel very pleased. I feel very thrilled. I feel very happy to tell you, when you're leaving the grounds, go behind the community center and look and see this spanking new, pristine clinic that we are building. The roof is on. The roof is on. And I want to say tonight that I've been having discussions with the Honorable Prime Minister and the Minister of Health, and in keeping with the commitment of the United Progressive Party, we're going to have a pharmacy in that clinic when we open. So our senior citizens will not have to go to town to fill their prescriptions. So when we open that clinic, make sure you go and look when you're leaving, and you see how far we reach with the clinic. The senior citizens will not have to go to town to fill their prescriptions. Brothers and sisters, you know, the vision for this community is broader than many of the projects that we have been able to complete. And I want you to keep faith with me. I want you to continue to support. I want you to walk together with me. Stick by me as I have stood by you over the years, brothers and sisters. We want to complete the Potters, New Winthrops, Pigots, and Powell's basketball courts. The young men have been saying to me, let us pave those courts. Let us put in stands. 5 more years, we're going to do it. Stick with me. We want to continue to empower our people. We want to make sure that the roads are completed in this community. Brothers and sisters, I want to say this to the young people because we have a lot of that demographic. We have a large, youthful community in this constituency. I want to say this to you. Any political party that tells you they can end the crime, any political party that tells you they can end crime, and I want you to look at the front page of today's Observer, where they were advertising their march. One of the things they said, end crime. Any party that tells you that they can end crime, it is either that they are involved in crime or they're instigating crime. And I want you, the young people of this community, to reject that notion. Because if you're not involved in it, how are you going to stop it? If you're not instigating it, how are you going to stop it? I do not want any of our young people to go away with that twisted view, that twisted notion that somehow, because we are from poor communities, because we are from depressed communities, that somehow, because you don't have a job, that you must thief and rob and plunder and get involved in crime. And that is what the Labour Party has been promoting. That somehow, because things might be a little hard, that people are going towards crime. Young people reject that notion as a sick notion, as a sickening notion. We do not want our young people to get caught up in crime. Brothers and sisters, the Prime Minister is next. And I want to say to you, this election is about leadership. This election is about who can best represent this nation. and the people of St. George's, you know, you're right here in my heart. You're right. Put up your UPP umbrella, man. We need the rain. Put up your umbrella. You are right here in my heart. I am committed to serving you. I am committed to giving back to you. I have embraced everyone in this community. Whether you're red or blue, I have embraced you. I have assisted you. I have empowered you. Stick with me. And brothers and sisters, on election day, whether you're from Carlisle or Powell's, from Potters or Pigots, from New Winthrops or Barnes Hill, from Painters or Carlisle, brothers and sisters, you know it's UPP now more than ever. And it's Jacqui Quinn. Jacqui Quinn. And you know, brothers and sisters, you know, I like to talk about positivity. Just one last point I want to make. I like to be very positive, and the people of this community know that when I campaign the length and breadth of this community, I don't get nasty. I don't ever get negative with any of my opponents. In fact, I hardly ever, I can't recall calling their names when I go to campaign. And a couple of my constituents today, they sent me text messages showing me how Judas the Batterer sent them all kind of nasty messages telling them to come and march. But this community is about positivity. This community is about lifting up. We are not about tearing down. And we want to say to Judas the Batterer, no weapon that is formed against me shall prosper. So, brothers and sisters, I want you to remain committed. I want you to go out there in the trenches. I like the numbers that I'm seeing when I go out in the communities. All the persons coming, putting on their blue. I want all of you in your various constituencies to support your representatives. Go out there, knock on doors, because it's not over until the fat lady sings and the skinny one too. So make sure that on election day,